In Q1 of 2023, we made just over $122,000. At that time, we were projected to make over $350,000. Unfortunately, we didn't make that number, but we came damn close. $122,000 in 3 months is insane. Q1 is historically a super bad month for Airbnb. It's super slow. No one's traveling in January. February is like a okay month, and March is typically a really great month, and that month is going to carry you for the slower months. To be quite honest with you guys, I had 0 projections for Q1, and that sounds really bad as a company owner.
Bad company.
But to be honest, the past Q1s were just really bad. So I was like, I'm not gonna project anything. We're just gonna see what happens. Making $122,000 for Q1 is something to be super proud of because those numbers were actually really great. We ended Q1 on such a high note, and honestly, the bookings were rolling in for Q2. And it also didn't hurt that we had a handful of new properties that we were currently acquiring, so we knew that that was gonna be a huge bump in our revenue. And that's why we projected that we were gonna make over $320,000 in Q2. We're gonna break down Q2 months, April, May, and June, because each month was extremely different. April was pretty phenomenal. We had Easter, there was still some spring breakers happening, and it was convention season. And here's a little MBX Homes pro tip. If you live in an area that's heavy on conventions, you better be strategizing around those convention dates, because let me tell you, there's pre and post stays, there's staff for those conventions, and of course there's the attendees that don't really like staying in hotels. And of course, opening day is in April, so we hosted a ton of tourists and a ton of Dodger fans and the opposing team fans in our city in April. May is typically a really strong girl.
Wow, strong girl.
This May though, May 2023, kind of disappointed us.
Disappointing.
We have graduation season. We got 2 of the biggest schools. We have USC over here and UCLA. And yes, their graduations are just a week apart because there's very, very different people graduating from these schools. And of course we have Mother's Day. But we just didn't see that impact. We didn't see the demand this month. And yes, we were consistently booked in May, but those consistent bookings were super short. We're talking about 2 nights, 3 night stays. What really hurt us in May was having the weekends booked, but then having vacancies Sunday through Thursday. As May was coming to an end, we saw the same booking patterns lingering into June, and we had to stop that real quick.
Stop!
Our booking strategies had to change if we wanted to end up just like Q1 on a high note. The first thing we did was utilize a little tool that Airbnb literally hands you, and it's called the promotions. Since it was the end of May and we didn't see that many reservations already in June, we had to switch it up. This is when we utilize the promotion tool. It's literally on Airbnb for you to use. So we put a discounted stay on either 7 nights or 5 nights, and that seriously worked, especially in June because June is a big summer vacation month. On top of that, we flex our cleaning fees. Yeah, it's a little controversial, but it makes a big difference at the end of the day. And last but not least, we switched up the order of our photos, switched up the cover photo, and we actually deleted a ton of our photo descriptions and redid the descriptions more SEO based, and that really helped us on the algorithm. Since we took advantage of all the promotional aspects on Airbnb, we were actually getting booked for a longer length of stay. Ow! So that is why June ended up looking a lot different than May. In May, we really only had those weekends booked, but June, we had Wednesday through Sunday booked, we had Thursday through Tuesday booked, and having those extra 1 or 2 nights really helped, even though we were booking them at a discounted rate. Since we switched up our booking strategy for the month of June, our average booking price went up, guys. Our average booking price was $1,104. That's amazing.
Amazing.
And if you break that down more, our average price per night was $298. That's pretty damn good. We also welcomed 410 guests into our Airbnbs. That's a lot of check-ins and a lot of cleans. We kept our ladies very busy. After all was said and done in Q2 of 2023, we made $304,884.96, which is so much better than the $122,000 we made in Q1. But guys, I know you really were aiming for $320,000. $304,000 is still not too shabby. Of course, the $320,000 would have been ultimately a lot better, but I'm not complaining, neither is Otto. If we continue to get those booking strategies in place and really use strategy and really understand the market, we will be able to exceed that for next quarter. And I can't wait to share with you guys what we're gonna make in Q3. But regardless, we're still on track to make over $1 million in 2023. Of course, it wouldn't be a YouTube outro without telling us to like and subscribe. Honestly, if you want to see us succeed, or if you want to see another Airbnb host fail, definitely follow along our journey, and we can't wait to give you guys more tips and tricks to running your own Airbnb.